Hey guys, what's up? It's Rachel, and today I'm going to do a bookshelf tour with all of these wonderful books that I finally have on display for the first time ever. Plus, I'm going to go through some of my other books that didn't make the cut for this shelf, but eventually I hope to get on a shelf of some sort. So, let's start on this top shelf where we have my favorite tall books, and they're all fantasy. There's only 2 series because the Mortal Instruments takes up so much space. So I have my brand new Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare set. I already had the Infernal Devices, so there's 9 books in total, and they're really amazing. It's about shadow hunters, so if you have not picked these up yet, if you've not picked up City of Bones, go ahead and start because they're amazing. And if you don't like City of Bones completely, then you might have to work your way through it and just get on the series. Here's a City of Bones, which is the first installment of the Mortal Instruments. And then no, these box sets. I don't know. Do you guys keep your books in your box? Like, do you keep the boxes? I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with them. So I like the boxes, but they're kind of a hassle, so I don't really know what I'm going to do. I only have it for this, and then I have a Divergent box set, but normally I get them as they come out, except for these, so who knows. I also have the Shadowhunters Codex, which is compiled by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. I haven't read it all the way through, but it's just amazing. Like, look at this artwork on the inside. It's absolutely gorgeous. Next we have the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I've not completed this yet. So I've read the first 2, and then Dreams of Gods and Monsters I purchased, but my friend, I was reading other stuff, and my friend really wanted to read it. She's my best friend. And so I let her borrow it. So I don't have it right now, but fantastic series. It's really, really deep fantasy, so if you're not into fantasy, it might not be the place to start, but it's so fantastic. And the audiobook is so good. I love the audiobook, so get on Audible or whatever. It's not like, I'm not one of those people, I've got like 2 subscribers, so this is not an ad. Next we have This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl, and if you guys don't know the story about Esther Earl, it's really heartwarming. She was really good friends with John Green and kind of inspired him to write The Fault in Our Stars, which you've probably heard of. So her life, the way she lived her life was fantastic, and she's a really just normal girl. And I've only read about 140 pages into this, and I took a break, but I'm excited to finish it. It's not something you'll read really fast, but I go back to it every once in a while and read through it. It's just really heartwarming to see her journey. Next we move down to the next shelf, which is kind of like fantasy dystopia, but the short kind. Right here we have the Heroes of Olympus series. I don't have The Blood of Olympus yet. I know, don't kill me guys. I'm really behind on reading. I'm a senior in high school, so I've been so busy, and reading has been tough to get to. And even when I do have time, I'm struggling with the Netflix thing, the YouTube thing. I don't know. It makes me upset. Do you guys get that? You get the reading slump? I've been in a slump for about 6 months now. I've read probably more than the average person, but still not as nowhere near how much I want to be reading. But I guess it's something I just really have to focus on. But anyways, if you've not been introduced to the Percy Jackson series, they are fantastic. And Heroes of Olympus kind of continues on the series as they're older, and it invites other characters in from the original 5. So very exciting. A series about Greek mythology, and it's absolutely fascinating, I think. Next, I have a trilogy that I just really enjoyed reading. It's fast-paced. It's not too, you don't get so attached to the characters, but it's just a great action flick, but in book form. So They're super short, super fast reads, and they're really good writing, really good pace, and it's just a great dystopia. So it has a lot of parallels to North Korea and South Korea, and it's written by Marie Lu. So I think she might be Korean, and I think that's where it kind of stems from, but they're really great. It's about a boy and a girl who live in this dystopian society, which is highly resembles North Korea. So if you haven't checked those out yet, you should. It's a Finnish trilogy. Next, I have Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, and I put it up here just because it kind of matches her other trilogy. I kind of just got like really depressed while I was reading this, but it's good. It's not anything spectacular, but it's kind of like a Groundhog Day meets coming of age, but she's dying, I guess. So, before she falls, she relives the same day over and over again. I haven't read it in a while though, but it kind of goes well with this, and I needed a space to fill. Next, I have the Delirium trilogy by Lauren Oliver again. This is one of the first dystopians that I really enjoyed reading, and it has a special place in my heart just because like I read it like freshman year, and it's good. I like it. Yeah, it's interesting that they think of love as a disease instead of, and they have something that needs to be cured, and it gives you a new perspective on what would happen if we were to, as a society, push down our feelings and ignore the importance of emotion. Next we have the Divergent trilogy, which is an absolutely wonderful series. Divergent, of course, you've probably heard of it, is fantastic. Fast-paced, action-packed, characters are super lovable. I have a few issues with Allegiant, but overall as a series it's very awesome and everyone should read it. And then I also just got for Christmas, if you've already seen that video, I got 4, which is a companion novel. Kind of has 4 snapshots of 4, who is Triss's love interest in the series. Okay, and then now we're gonna move down to the bottom shelf. I'll try and so you can see it. These are some of them that made the cut just because they're pretty, and I ran out of like hardcovers, so I have some paperbacks on here, and you'll see. First we have none other than The Hunger Games, and Hunger Games is probably my favorite series, and I know it's super popular and all that stuff, but many people my age who are readers, their thing is Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter or Twilight, really, of the series that really got them into reading. But I never read as a kid, and it kind of saddens me sometimes that I never read as a kid, but I just never got into it. I didn't start reading until the 8th grade, and like really reading, and that's when I read Hunger Games. And it was the book, you know, that book that really just like, oh my gosh, someone can write these words and put them on a piece of paper and create this entire story that comes up in your mind in its individual way, and it just made me fall in love with reading. So that has a special place in my heart, and I'm sure you guys have all read it, and I don't know, so I cry all the time when I think about it. Next, on the same note, is fangirling, which I'm professional. So Fangirl is a novel by Rainbow Rowell, and it is so charming. Writing of these characters, Rainbow Rowell, oh my goodness, she is absolutely fantastic, and I've not read anything other than this in Eleanor and Park yet, but I plan on it. The way she writes is so wonderful, and I just read it. Next we have Eleanor and Park, and another just it's so sweet and so like heartwarming and but sad too. I don't know. You have to just read Rainbow Rowell. One of my favorite spines I've ever seen. It just look at it, Winger. Like you don't even know what Winger is at this point. Like I didn't know what Winger was, and you get here, and this is one of the few times that a face works on the cover. You really see a development of Ryan Dean's life, and if you don't like him at first, I didn't like the character at first, the story is still very interesting. And next, of course, we have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. You all know it. You've all seen it, probably. That's all I can say. You guys know. Next we have, I'm just gonna pull them all out. I have An Abundance of Catherines, Looking for Alaska, and then Will Grayson, Will Grayson. So I don't have paper towns with me because I'm lending it out to one of my best friends, and I think she finished it because she went to California for Christmas and she read it on the plane. But Paper Towns is my favorite John Green book, so I can't show that to you right now. But Abundance of Catherines, also spot on good. Looking for Alaska, everyone loves it, but I don't know. I just think there's things that irk me about it, and maybe I'll talk about it sometime. So don't hate me, but okay. Then we have Will Grayson, which I have not read yet, so I need to get on that. Okay. Cool. Now we have another one of my favorites by Stephanie Perkins. It's called Anna and the French Kiss. I love French, and I love France and everything, and I love Anna, and I love more than anything Etienne St. Clair. It's so charming, and I don't care how unrealistic it is, it will make me smile anytime I think about it, okay? If you are feeling down in the dumps, and you just can't get through this day, open up to any page and be like, oh, Etienne, why are you so sexy? Like, how could you get... He's American, but he has a British accent, and he speaks French. Yeah, Etienne is he's flawed, whatever. Still, okay. Then we have Lola and the Boy Next Door, which I started, and then I got really busy with an essay, and then I had to quit, and now I'm at the awkward stage where I don't know if I want to restart it, because I'm already 100 pages in, but I don't know time into that, so don't kill me. So that's unfortunate, so I need to get on that. I need to get on a lot of things. But now we have The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. This is one of the books that'll change your life, okay? I live in Indiana, so I have zero to little interaction with Native Americans ever. So I was introduced to a culture and to experiences from a kid in a whole other light, you know? I don't know. And the fact that it's like one of the #1 most banned books in schools across the country just alarms me. Like, it's funny, it's sad, but like, he doesn't give you enough time to cry for it because he's just so blunt about it, and you know, you have empathy for him, but he doesn't let you like really cry over him. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which I have not read yet because I got it for Christmas, so I have literally no idea. Horror novel or something. I've never read one before. Gotta get on that too. And then I also have this box set that I got a very, very, very long time ago. Couple months. It's beautiful. Beautiful creatures. I got it at Half Price Books, and it's new, and it was amazingly cheap, but don't know anything about it. Maybe eventually one day I'll read it, but it was super cheap, super pretty. I know there's a movie out or something. I heard it wasn't very good. I don't know. Tell me about it. Do you like beautiful creatures? Should I read it? Should I not? I don't know. But they're pretty, and so they made my shelf. Okay. So that is all for my bookshelf tour, and it's getting really long, so I think I'm gonna stop here. If you guys want to see the rest of my collection, there's not a whole lot more of books that I really am proud to own as a collection. They're paperback mostly. Thanks for sticking around. If you watched this whole thing, good on you. That was a long thing. This will take a while to edit. I don't know, I got this for my mom for Christmas, so I thought I'd put this on my thumbnail. Anyways, be cool. Too cool for school, which I have to go back to on Tuesday. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ugh. School. I'm trying to cry here, but it's not working. Anyways, I can't be that depressed then. But school, it's my last semester of high school. Wish me luck. I've got a lot to do, all this stuff, and on top of everything that you have to worry about your senior year with grades, and I have a job, and I run, and I'm a figure skater, and trying to find time to read is not always the easiest thing in the world. However, I'll do it because I love it. Thanks for watching, you guys. You are the best ever if you've commented or watched my video or subscribed, like the 5 people that have. I'm already getting more comfortable, obviously. The last video was kind of like I think. My first video was better, I think. Just the way I was speaking. I was kind of tired the last one I watched, just scrubbing a bit, but now I'm just being awkward. I'm gonna have to edit all this out and it's not okay. But I'm just too lazy to hit stop. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Boop!